Today we're going to make this easy do-it-yourself personalized bracelet craft.
For today's craft, you're going to need some beads. So here I just have some colorful beads. I also have some beads with letters on them. I have chosen to use the letters in a name, but you could choose to use letters like if you're going into grade 3, you could make grade 3 or grade 4. Whatever letters you want on your bracelet. I have a pipe cleaner. Now this would be a great craft that you could do in your as a classroom teacher in your class, maybe that first week of school, so that everyone gets to make a bracelet with their name on it. Or as a teacher, you could actually make these for your students and put grade 3 or grade 2 or grade 1 on them, or your students could write their name with their grade. Whatever works for you. It's a very versatile craft and super cute and fun. So the very first thing you want to do is pick out the bead colors, and you can see I've already done that. Now the amount of beads you are going to place on your bracelet is going to depend on how big you want it. So you just have to kind of gauge what you need, and if you need more, just grab some more beads. It's all okay. And then you have to decide what letters you want. Or if you're not making letters at all, then that's okay, you don't have to. But I have chosen a name, so I am using Murphy as my name today. So here we go. I've got Murphy, and I want that to be in the middle of my bracelet, and then I want to put the beads on either side. So if I'm putting the name on, I actually have to put it on backwards so that when you put it on here, it'll come on the right way. If I put M first, it's going to end up being backwards. So I've got all my letters in the right order, and then I'm just going to slip my pipe cleaner right through my letters. There we go. So I've got Murphy's name. Now that could be my own name if I'm making it for myself, but here if I'm making it as a gift, I'm using the person's name, which would be Murphy, and then I'm going to put my beads on. Now I'm going to put some on one side and some on the other. I think I'm going to do a pattern. But this is where you get to be creative. You could use all different colors of beads. You could even put beads in between each one of the letters. Now that you kind of know what you're doing, you get to be creative. You could also make multiple different bracelets. Maybe make one that says brother or sister or mom or dad or teacher, whatever you would like. And go ahead and just put those beads on. Now, as I am putting my beads on, just a note, you don't want to put beads on all the way to the end, because when we get to the end, we do have to secure the bracelet so that, one, the beads don't fall off, and two, that it's big enough or small enough, because you don't want it too big, so it's the right size to put on a wrist. So go ahead and just put your beads on, just knowing that, here I'll just show you here, when I'm done I'm going to be curling this, and it's going to be going on my wrist. So you don't want to have too many beads that you can't curl it over. You also don't have to have beads going all the way to the end. You could stop wherever you would like. So go ahead, you're going to put the beads on in whatever way you would like, and then we will close it off. Okay, when you're happy with the amount of beads that you have on there, you are now going to close it off. Just going to double check. Yep, I think that will work for me. I want to be able to make sure I can get it on and off my wrist. I'm going to just push all those beads up. I'm going to go to the end. Here is where I think it's going to fit me. That's why I'm going to turn it here. So I'm going to go to where I think it's going to fit. I'm going to just take those ends, and I'm going to turn and turn and turn and turn, just to make it nice and secure. The good thing is if it doesn't work, you can undo it and try again. And then I'm going to just take these little pieces at the end, and I don't want them to poke, so I'm going to feed them through back in. You could also have someone help you cut them. It is a little tricky because there's wire under there, but you could have someone help you cut them, or like I said, you can just feed them right back through the end. Another option here, is I'm just going to show you, you could just keep wrapping it around here. So I fed one through the end, and this one I'm just wrapping around, but it doesn't really matter. Whatever is going to work from you. When you do wrap around though, when you get to that very end, you still want to feed that last little bit through so that you don't get poked by the end of your pipe cleaner. And there you go. You have a cute little bracelet that you're either giving to someone or keeping for yourself. Whoop, I made it a little bit too tight there. I think I can squish that on. There we have it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for joining me on Craft Club for Kids. Remember, be creative and have fun.